Alright, it is time for the Conqueror, the Myrmidon that has become a Conqueror. Start at the beginning, and this is the whole spec. What have we done here? We start with Berserk. It makes us lifesteal for 90% of the damage we're doing, but cannot go above the starting health when we use the ability. And next slash in here, that opens up after we Berserk. It's an attack and that deals a lot of damage. We have a passive node in here, Dex Constitution, and some health. The Arcing Slash, 2-part attack. First one doesn't do a lot, just some damage. The second one spins around, applying bleed everywhere. A wonderful AoE. Down here we have Blaze Swipe, which is an execute ability and also increases our basic attack by 10%. Another passive cluster in here. We have Demolish Armor that does exactly what you would think it do. It reduces enemy phys mitigations by 20% and deals some damage. Then we have the Cast Net in here. It throws a net at somebody, rooting them at 30-meter range, and we get to reuse it to pull them in. Really, really cool engage tool. We have Unstoppable passive in here. 10% personal damage modifier for 10 seconds when we get hit by a range attack. So we take 10% reduced damage after we get hit by a range attack. Some tankiness in there. Gift of Blood down here. We heal for 100 each time we apply a bleed. Then we have the Colossus Smash in here, which is our gap closer, and it stuns when we land. The promotion class itself, the Conqueror, we get some attack power and some control intensity, making our CC last a little longer. We can wear axes or maces. The enhancements that we have here is Whirlwind will make us immune to crowd control. The next slash ability that opens up after we Berserk will now also cause a suppression effect, which will stop enemies from using abilities. They can still move, but they're like silenced. And now Berserk frees me from CC and also makes me immune to CC. Down here we have, hold on, let me just move up because I'm capping that. I don't really want to do that. Okay, where were we? Down here we have Go for the Eyes. It is an attack around me, blinding enemies, dealing damage, and it gives me a damage bonus for every enemy hit to a max of 5. Up here we have the Conqueror passive that will periodically stun enemies when they attack me while I am berserking. Passive cluster here, just some damage things, and we have taken the War Domain because I wanted a Knife Grinder in here. Our third basic attack will inflict a bleed. It already does on the Myrmidon, but the Shrapnel is more important. When we attack a bleeding target, it can spread the bleed so that we are healing more with the Gift of Blood. We have a Hellraiser in here, most notably for the Kneeling Haystack. Enemies around me will take 15% increased damage because we're like a tanky, CCing kind of guy. We want to be in the middle of things, so the Haystack is really good, applying extra damage. We also get a damage immune barrier to piercing damage for 15 seconds, but that is secondary. Spirit Whip in here to splash our basic attacks. And Sturdy in here when we are above 85% health, we take less damage. I've gone with max strength and dumped the rest into Constitution. You still want to be doing some damage because your Berserk will heal you upright, so damage is still kind of important. Well, how does this play? Kind of straightforward, kind of very straightforward. You get to engage 2 different ways. Either with the net, you can hit somebody and then pull them in. Well, the dummy doesn't want to get pulled in, but that is how that works. And then there's a target in front of you and you engage on that. Alternatively, you just jump in yourself with this little gap closer there. What do you do when you are in the enemy team? Well, you kind of want to make yourself CC immune with either the Berserk and start whacking things, start CCing things, or you can make yourself CC immune by whirlwinding. And as you can see, my health goes up 100 health every time that we are applying these bleeds. We can also do that with our auto attack. As you can see, the bleeds are spreading and we are healing up that way. That is where our tankiness comes from. What else do we have in the kit? Our number 0 is the Pincushion, the Pierce Immune Barrier, the Kneeling Haystacks, which is the big debuff that we want to apply to as many people as we can. Then we have our Armor Break in here. Bomb reduces 20% fizz mitigation, and we have the blind in there, deals quite a bit of damage, and it blinds people. And then we have this is just our execute, also increasing our basic attack damage, and we have our whirlwind here. So it's very straightforward. With the CC immunity that you get from the whirlwinding, the CC immunity that you get from the berserk, and the lifesteal you have from your berserk, paired that with the life that you're getting back when you're applying bleeds, you become very durable, being in the back line, just CCing things with the CCs that you have, the blind, you have an armor break, and your ultimate does some Matrix Neo shenanigans, and that also knocks people down. So very good frontliner. Good to get in there. He's tanky enough, good sustain, good CCs, good debuffs. Just a good all around, but very straightforward. I like it.